Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about Mind Up. But before we do, we just want to remind you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see all our videos as they come out. Okay, so Mind Up is designed by Maxine Ramberg and it is published by Pandasaurus Games.
So Mind Up is kind of a card drafting game. It uses multi-use cards. They have numbers and colors on them. The numbers are how you draft the cards. You kind of get to choose the order of where you think you're going to land. And the colors go into your tableau as you build out your tableau. And there's various scoring parameters based off of what various unique colors you have. If that sounds a little confusing, it's not. It's a very simple, smooth game. In fact, let me show you. Let me give you a quick overview of how to play so you can see how smooth it is. All right, here's our setup for Mind Up. We've got a large deck of cards. What we're going to do is we're going to shuffle that all up, give every player 7 cards. And then what you're going to do is you're going to reveal out in kind of a row, in chronological order, the amount of cards as the amount of players. So we're showing that we have a 3-player game here. Also, every player is going to get one set of these scoring cards. What we're going to do is we're going to have one person shuffle them up, lay them out in a row, and then what we're going to do is we are going to have everyone else match that same order. All right, so we've got 1, 4, 3, 5, and then 2. So what this means is for each one of our colors that goes into these columns is worth that many points. Whatever we draft first is going to go into our leftmost column. And then from there on out, every single card of the same exact color is going to go into that row. The next time we get a unique color, it's going to go into our next column. So what we're really trying to do is trying to maximize our 4s, our 5s, that kind of thing. Some cards also come with +1s, +2s, or maybe even -1s. Want to try to avoid those, but again, if you're getting on the 4s or 5s, it might still be worth it. All right, so we all have a hand of 7 cards. What we're going to do is we are going to choose one of these cards from our hand, and we're looking primarily at the number. What's going to happen is every player is going to choose one of these cards, and then we're going to all reveal them simultaneously, and we're going to line them up in a row kind of next to these. What's going to happen is whoever played the lowest number is going to take the lowest number. Whoever played the next lowest number gets the next lowest card, and whoever played the highest card takes the highest card. All right, so let's say we are fine with either the 18 or that 27, so let's play kind of a lowish number. The cards are numbered between 1 and 60. All right, so then everybody else is going to reveal their cards. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, so this is going to be a 14 is going to go here. Whoever played that takes the 18. We played the 21, so it's going to go here. We'll take that 27, and it's going to go on our first spot there because it's our first time we've gotten that color. And then whoever had the 30 is going to take that card, and they're going to put it into their tableau. In this particular scenario, this first card, this first column, is not worth a whole lot. It's only worth 1 apiece, but it's worth 1 extra one here. So currently, we're sitting with 2 points. Ideally now, we're going to try to get a whole bunch of whatever's going to be going into our 4 column. So we're going to choose, again, a card from our hand. We're all going to reveal it simultaneously with everyone else in order to draft these cards. Again, let's kind of shoot for the middle number. Let's get that 21 if we can. So let's choose a number that's kind of towards the middle. Looks like this 38 is kind of in the middle of what our current hand situation is. And then everyone else is going to add a card in. So 1, 2, 3, reveal. And we line them up in order. All right, so sure enough, our card is the middle. So what's going to happen is, once again, this 9 is going to go here. That player is going to take that card. We are going to take that 21. And we are going to put it in our second column. That's worth 4 points plus an additional point, which is fantastic. And this card is going to go there. And that's the new cards that we're going to be drafting the next round. For this third round, we want to try to avoid getting a pink because pinks for us are only worth 1 point apiece. But either the purple or the orange would be fine. It would go in this third column, which, would just be worth whatever it is, 3 points. But really what we're trying to get to is that 5th column, or maybe put a whole bunch of blues in our 4 column there. We're going to keep on playing until there's only 2 cards in our hand. At that point, let's say these are the last 2 cards in our hand. One of them will be used to bid on the last round, and the other card is going to go straight down. So whatever it is what's left over in our hand is going to go straight down to our tableau, wherever it belongs. At the end of the round, what you're going to do is you're going to score each column and then take into account the pluses and the minuses as well. So this is obviously a fake scenario, but we've got 1 point plus 1 point. We've got 4 points plus 1 point. We've got 3 points minus 1 point for a total of 9 points. Now at this point, what we're going to do is we are going to discard all the cards. We're going to shuffle them up again. And then one person again is going to take these and they're going to shuffle them up again, putting them in a whole new order. For the second round, we're going to have an 8-card hand. And for the third round, we're going to have a 9-card hand. Just kind of get increasingly larger as the game goes on. At the end of the third and final round, we're going to count all our points from all 3 rounds, and whoever has the most points wins the game. Once all players are familiar with the game, what you can do is you can add in some bonus objective cards. So maybe you're going to have a card like this that says, if you have exactly 3 columns filled in, it's worth 2 points at the end of the round. Or maybe if you have more blue cards than anything else, it's worth 2 points at the end of the round. You can play with just one of these per round and swap them out, or if you really want to get crazy with it, what you can do is you can put 5 of them out there at the beginning of the round, but then keep them out there for all 3 rounds. They do have little letters at the bottom here, so you wouldn't want to have 2 letters in at the same time. You wouldn't want to have 2 Fs, because that would conflict with each other. Other than that, you can kind of play with these as much as you want, add them in, spice up the rules a little bit, and give you extra scoring opportunities. But no matter what, after the 3rd and final round, whoever has the most points wins the game.
I really like how the game sets itself up. I love it when games do like the bookkeeping or round tracking for me. So you're using those cards to bid to get the new cards, right? To go in your tableau. And then those cards are the games that you're bidding. So outside of dealing people cards and setting up those first 3 cards, that's it. Like, you're not going through the pile the whole time. You're dealing with what you already have, and the game already sets itself up for the next round. And I just really like when a game does that seamlessly.
All right, so there's those scoring cards, right? One person shuffles them up, lays them out in a row. Everyone else matches up to you. And then how you use them is super brilliant, I think. Based off of, your first color that you get goes in the left column. The next unique color you get goes in the next column.
Yeah.
But then all the duplicates kind of fill out the columns. And so you're really trying to aim it in such a way that you get the maximum amount of points on your high 4 and 5 point cards. But you never know what you're going to get because of the drafting, right? So you can try to shoot for a purple card, let's say, but oh man, I got an orange instead. And so I love how that drafting happens. The scoring cards actually do matter as far as how they're played out and what order they are. So every time you play, each round even, they're a little different. You have to kind of pivot your approach.
Yeah, normally I don't like to mention, I don't think it's necessarily helpful to mention like the bonus stuff that's in a game, but there are bonus objectives in this game after you're familiar with it. So there's additional ways to score. The reason why I want to mention it is because you start with 1, you can play up to 5. But one of the things I think is really cool about this game is they're like, you can use any of them, they just can't have matching letters. And so many times when you play games that have these objectives, so many times the objectives like conflict with each other. Like, you want to have the most pink cards and the least amount of pink cards. You're like, well, you can't do both. And in this game, it eliminates that. So that's why you don't match the letters. As long as you have unique letters, you're totally fine because the same letters have conflicting interests. And it's such a tiny thing, but I just really appreciated that a lot. You could try and go for everything.
This is the kind of game that you can teach in just like a minute. You're ready to rock.
Yeah.
And because of that, and the fact that it's this card game and this kind of tableau building thing, I think this is the kind of game that you're going to teach to anyone. You bring to family gatherings and uncles, aunts, grandparents, things like that. They're going to ask for this time and time again because it has that classic card game feel. Things that are familiar to them as card players, but then at the same time some fresh ideas as well that can gamify it to make it exciting for gamers too. So I feel like this is the kind of game that's going to show up repeatedly at family gatherings. Yeah,
I really enjoyed this game a lot. The first time we played it with our 11-year-old, it was really funny because she just did not want to play the first time we played.
She's persnickety. Like, I don't want to learn a new game.
Yeah.
And if she learns a new game, she's like,
Yes.
I like learning a new game.
Yes, and immediately when we were done, she wanted to play it again. And she just got it, right? Like, she was so frustrated when a certain card, when we flip our cards over, and she's like, no, I wanted the orange one, or I put the wrong one down, I was going for this. And so she just really understood, like, the planning of that, and I had a blast being able to play this with her. And it really is... like Ryan said, it's a card game, and so it's great, for us Midwesterners who grew up playing card games. It's great to be able to put that with our family and like our friends who aren't necessarily gamers, but will definitely play cards, till the cows come home. This is definitely one we can introduce and play with them. So I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is a small box. I mean, you can pack it into your game bag, bring it with if the opportunity arises. Like, again, to play with your family, you're ready to rock. It's not an every night kind of a game for me. It's not like the kind of game I'm going to bring to like all my core gamers. They're that kind of thing. But at the same time, it might be a nice way to kick off a night or maybe finish a night as people are coming or going. Yeah. Things like that. This is a short, fast one that scratches an itch. So it's a lot of fun.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out. Until then, you can find us in all of these places.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
You guys, thanks so much for watching. This game was provided to us by a publisher in exchange for a fair and honest review.
And if you want to see more stuff, check out over here to see something we think you might like.
And over here, we think that YouTube has picked out a great video for you you're going to love. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.